Everybody, welcome back to the Blog and Grill. I'm Doug here, your blog host. Sorry, the camera's shaking a little bit. It's on my desk. It's a little bit awkward, but it's time to get into it. Time for a Syracuse DePaul wrap-up tonight. We're going to start off with that. Syracuse just beat DePaul by right around 20 points. We're going to go inside that game now as we take a deeper look. Syracuse closing out the Dome against DePaul. They beat DePaul 78-57. James Sutherland, the big game, 22 points. 10 rebounds, struggled from the three ball. He was only 1 of 9 from deep during the game. 11-11 from the free throw line, though, and he reeled in 10 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. Just a well-played game by Syracuse, really. They struggled early on with some offensive rebounding troubles. They really rebounded well later on in the game and played well against a underperforming DePaul team with just one good player, Cleveland Melvin, who was in double figures, with right around 13 points tonight. So a good win for Syracuse. They will play Georgetown on Saturday at Georgetown. That's a noon tip. Going to be a great game, last Big East game for Syracuse in the regular season. Right now they're sitting 6th for a 6th seed in the Big East tournament. That'll get started up on Tuesday. Syracuse right now would play Wednesday against the winner of Rutgers and DePaul. So that's what we're looking at right now for the Syracuse Orange. Just a well-played game. Would have liked to seen the walk-ons get in a little bit sooner. Jim Boeheim only played them for about 46 seconds, and really none of them touched the ball. Griffin Hoffman got the ball late, didn't get to really do a whole lot. So now on to our second topic we're going to discuss tonight, the more impressive streak. As everybody knows, the Miami Heat have won 15 consecutive games, beating the likes of the Knicks, the Lakers, and just some really solid teams. The Memphis Grizzlies, who were on an 11-game streak when they played them. And also in hockey, the Chicago BlackHawks right now have a 29-point game streak. Of course, you know, in hockey, overtime or shootout losses or overtime losses do as well count for 1 point. So they've been through their entire season thus far. It's a shortened season, lockout style, and they're just getting it done. Jonathan Tays, Marine Hossa, Patrick Kane, they're just playing well. The Blackhawks 29 consecutive games with at least 1 point scored. But I'm going to go with the more impressive streak being the Miami Heat winning 15 consecutive games in the NBA. The NBA is the toughest, I would say, league to win games in. It's basketball, it's tough. Even though in hockey you can't always control the outcome of games because a goalie can just have a good day, like in baseball where a pitcher can just have a good day. But overall, just the Miami Heat are just going about it in such a way. They're beating teams handily. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, all playing out of their minds. James even playing well through his knee injury. So just a lot of interesting stuff going on there. I'm picking the Miami Heat, the more impressive streak, and they're going to be playing this well for quite a while. They got they play the Indiana Pacers, I believe Sunday, either this Sunday or next Sunday. They play the Pacers. That could be a good game. The Pacers have already beat them twice this year. Looking to match up very well with them come playoff time. I really thought the streak would end last Sunday, though, when they took on the New York Knicks. The Knicks, of course, gave away the lead late. But that's enough about that. So I'm picking the Heat with the more impressive streak. All right, on to our next topic. Mark Teixeira, breaking news out of Yankee camp today. Mark Teixeira out 8 to 10 weeks with a strained right wrist. Just another injury going on with the Yankees. And this is what I'm going to allude this to. I'm going to allude this to the curse of Nick Swisher. Nick Swisher, great Yankee. He got no deals from the Yankees. He's playing for the Cleveland Indians now, got paid big time, 4 years, $53 million, right up in that range. And I'm going to allude this and the Curtis Granderson injury to that, because with Curtis Granderson getting his arm broke, Swisher could have filled the outfield position. Mark Teixeira gets injured, Swisher could have filled first base. Now you're looking at a lineup on opening day. 8 of the 10 players last year that hit 14 or more home runs will not be playing for this team on opening day. The only 2 we're going to see is Derek Jeter and Robinson Cano. Excuse me. Alright, so Derek Jeter and Robinson Cano are going to be the only 2. I was thinking about today we're going to see 4 out of the 9 starters for the Yankees. Well, likely 10 starters for the Yankees for opening day this year. The 4 we'll see from last year are CC Sabathia, Robinson Cano, Derek Jeter, and Brett Gardner in his new center field position. Every other position will be different. So definitely look out for that. Yankees still trying to get their catching problem figured out. I think Youkilis will now start at first. Nunez, if he can play defense, will start at third base for them. Matt Diaz, Juan Rivera platooning in left, and Ichiro Suzuki will play some right with Sabathia on the mound, likely for your opening day Yankee roster. Next topic, Joe Flacco signing a huge NFL contract, 6 years, $120.6 million, with only $52 million of that being guaranteed. That's the biggest number you got to look at, the guaranteed money. He is the highest paid quarterback now, actually the highest paid player in the NFL. But I feel like he doesn't really deserve it. Of course, he did win the Super Bowl, but he didn't play well until about week 14 last year. I know the ultimate goal is just to get in the playoffs, win the Super Bowl, but without an 80-yard touchdown catch on a blown coverage in Denver in the AFC championship, or the AFC divisional game, he wouldn't have even made it that far. And let's even go back a little further. Without Ray Rice running 35 yards on a screen pass in San Diego, this team wouldn't have even been in the playoffs. So Joe Flacco got lucky. He's going to get paid. Hopefully he lives up to the expectations. I do like the contract. Hopefully they can lock him up and he can play well for those 6 years. As you've seen with other contracts with Michael Vick, just as an example, he has not played well after getting a big contract. Alright, finishing up the block tonight, it's time for Take Your Pick. Tomorrow night's action in the NBA, Knicks and Thunder. Knicks at home against the Thunder, coming off a coming off a back-to-back with the Detroit Pistons tonight. I got the Knicks winning the game. I think they need to solidify their team. They're going to get a good win. Carmelo should be back. He's sitting out tonight against the Pistons, probably resting up for the big game against Durant and Russell Westbrook. Other game tomorrow night, Lakers at Clippers. LA Clippers at Denver Nuggets, my bad. Nuggets are very good at home. I think the Clippers will win the game, though. The Clippers are going to be solid down the stretch for sure. Alright, time for a quick live update here. Let's go. NBA action. Knicks up 36-25. Second quarter, Indiana beating Boston 51-45. And in college basketball, Villanova beating Georgetown right now 44-39. Michigan losing to Purdue right now 50-39. And Oklahoma State, another upset. Iowa State over Oklahoma State right now for 53-41. That game is in the second half. Thanks for tuning in to the blog. We'll be back on Friday. I'm going to give you a look at some of the weekend action coming up. We'll have some NASCAR, some other good stuff to get you ready for your sports weekend. Right now, we're about 10 days away from the NCAA Selection Sunday. It's going to be great. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Doug Day here. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the blog. Leave me a comment, leave me a question. I will answer it right here live. Thanks.